What's up, good folks? Your boy's back with another reaction, and this is gonna be with CJ the Champ. Yes, I know I haven't done a video by the good CJ in a good minute, but I'm gonna go ahead and get back into him because, man, this boy is the work he puts in these videos. I mean, it's all just straight up comic gold. He does so well with these videos. Okay, I wish I had his talent. Okay, and he is just so. I love when he does these voices. He does the voiceovers for the characters. He's just this brother's talented. I'll just put it that way. And I love his videos. So I'm gonna link his channel in the description. So guys, definitely go show CJ some love. And we're gonna be talking about Light Yagami, which, oh my God, if you're familiar with Death Note, you know this mofo. Ooh. I mean, I stopped watching this anime for the longest after a particular event happened in this show. And I mean, I slowly started getting back into it a while back, bits and pieces until I finally finished it. Oh, I've never felt such gratification with that ending. But anyway, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the series Death Note, I wouldn't recommend checking this out until you've seen it. Alright? So without any other further farting around, let's go ahead and jump into this. Footage in this video was used for criticism, commentary, and parody. It is protected by fair use. Please support the official release. Yes, definitely support the official release.
I'm going to jail!
Nick!
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for another installment of Anime's Deadliest
Inspector Coochmooch.
Today we dive into the case of the most notorious serial killer in anime history, and that is none other than Kira, aka Light Yagami.
Ooh, this boy.
And my God, with all the evidence in the amount of victims this man racked up, so let's stop wasting time. And that is none other than Kira.
I'm sorry for backing this up, guys.
Light Yagami. And my...
Right here. This death right here was what sent a brother over the edge, and I stopped watching the show. I could have gave a damn about the show after that. I mean, it... Let's do this.
God, with all the evidence in the amount of victims this man racked up, this case is gonna be a beefy one. So let's stop wasting time. So without further ado, it's time to dive in to the Kira case. Light Yagami, one
Crazy
of the most
bastard.
diabolical niggas to ever exist. A man with a kill count that ranges in the 6 figures and had a whole cult praising this guy, thinking that he's the Messiah.
I need somebody to help me glorify God and stretch out your arms, open up your mouth, and say anyway.
But you have to wonder, how
Really,
the
CJ?
actual did this generic ass background character looking toothpick built ass nigga become one of the most notorious mass murderers in fiction? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is why we are here. So first off, we need to know what the hell the weapon was to commit all these homicides. And that, of course, is the Death Note. Now
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad nothing like that really exists. Because I'm not gonna lie. There's some niggas that need to be wiped off the face of this planet. Hoppy. Lord forgive me for saying that. Alright, y'all don't repeat what I just said.
Pretty sure everybody knows how this thing works, but if you forgot, here's a quick refresher. The human whose name is written in this note shall die. The note will not take effect unless the writer has the person's face in their mind when writing his or her name. Therefore, people sharing the same name will not be affected. If the cause of death is written within 40 seconds of writing the person's name, it will happen. And finally, after writing the cause of death, details of the death should be written in the next 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Now, with all that explained, we can now move into the first major incident, and that is, of course, the first confirmed 52 victims. Now, when Light first found the Death Note, when it conveniently dropped right in front of him, he thought to
Just out of
himself,
nowhere.
man, this is some bullshit. What is this, a sick joke? Who the hell would believe this? But Light, being a little curious George, decided to take the book.
I mean, first off, it fell out of the sky. Okay, who's gonna sit there? Man, look, the only thing I'm gonna catch is falling out of the sky if it's a bag of money. I'm gonna pick that up, or if it's a gem of some kind. My luck, I'll probably get clocked in the head and die from it.
So later on, when Light got home, bro was a little bored. So he ended up thinking in his head, I mean, it doesn't hurt to try it out, right? So Light's intrusive thoughts took over. So he ended up turning on the news and hearing, breaking news! A local crackhead is holding 8 children hostage at a daycare. So Light said, F it, let's write this guy's name down. I mean, he's a criminal after all. So 40 seconds later, the news comes back on and says, breaking news! The children have been set free and the assailant just over and died. Well, this man Light was shook. He was like, no.
That would be me. That would be me. I'd be like, oh, hell no. Wait a minute.
But it was no coincidence. This local crackhead was the first victim of Light. But Light needed more proof because he thought it just had to be a random coincidence that bro had a heart attack when he wrote his name down. So later on that same night, while Light is walking back from cram school, he ends up seeing this lady walking, and these bikers come up and start to harass her. So ugly biker bastard right here ends up saying, hey there, pretty lady. How about you come fuck with a real nigga and come in? Spit on that thing for me. So these freaky ass niggas.
See, like I said, I love the way he does these voiceovers. Oh my God, but yeah. If I had seen some crap like this too, oh, it'd be hot and popping.
Niggas tried to redo a Hiller shorty in the parking lot. While Light was in the convenience store watching the whole thing like, not on my watch, you 69 gods. So he wrote bro's name down and made the cause be
ugly bastard, accidental death.
The rest was history. Old girl breaks away while ugly bastard tries to track her down.
Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet.
Bam! Truck boom!
And just like
good
that,
old Truckoon.
Another body, and this man was stunned. He was like, no fucking way. I just summoned Truckoon. That means I must be a fucking god. And at this point, Light's God complex was born. This man went back to the crib, locked the door looking like he about to beat that thing, and said, I'm about to cleanse this world of its God. Woo! So this man looked up a list of criminals and just started getting active. This nigga started writing so fast, it looked like he had an essay due the next day. And he just started racking up bodies. Body. Going crazy, thinking in his head, yeah, that ugly bastard that was talking to that little girl the other day, enjoy being unemployed with Dr. Disrespect.
Oh!
In this,
No! The literal disrespect. Oh my God. If y'all don't know the story with Dr. Disrespect, I'm not getting into it. I'd recommend looking into it.
man went through the whole night just writing down names until 2 whole pages were full. And look at this man breathing hard as hell, looking like he just ran a 5K. And just off of that one night, this man killed 52 criminals. Now, here's the wild part. That was just criminals that died of heart attacks. Because when Interpol got this information, they was like, there could be some people that were unaccounted for. So that death toll could have easily been over 100.
Dang.
So after Light racked up all of his first victims, the name Kira started spreading like wildfire because Light was constantly dropping off niggas. Every single day he was killing multiple criminals, and people all over the world was supporting this man. They had Reddit threads and Discord servers just glazing this nigga, and this just amped up his god complex even more. I'm just looking at this like, yeah, that's right, glaze me, nigga. Polish this Willie. And of course, now he got this A1 instigating Ryuk attached to his hip the whole time now. But even though Ryuk was killing all criminals,
I got a figurine with him. I still have so much stuff packed away. I've been in this house almost 2.5 years and still got a ton of stuff packed away. I got to find my figurine. While we're talking about Ryuk, that Netflix version of Death Note, the only thing good about that show, that craptacular mess, was Ryuk. He looked amazing, and Willem Dafoe doing his voice, chef's kiss. It was perfect. If only the damn show had been done right. You got source material from from years of this anime, and you gonna sit there and just get started on it. They did read justice in the show. That was the only thing they did justice.
At the end of the day, it was still murder. And this is when this man fell for the trap. Now, this is the moment where you just think to yourself, what if Light never made this crucial mistake? And that mistake was killing Linda L. Taylor on live TV. So a worldwide public service announcement comes on TV, and this man announces himself as L, but obviously this ain't L. But Light didn't know. So Linda L. Taylor starts speaking and saying, "Good afternoon, world. My name is Linda L. Taylor. Kira, if you're watching this, we have a message for you. You are evil, and you are just a mindless serial killer. And I'm gonna bring your punk ass to justice."
So I'd be a little offended by that too.
Here come this instigating. Light. I'm not gonna lie, that nigga pressing your shit right now. So what the fuck you gonna do about it, huh? So here come this man Light, his ego is challenged. You think I'm fucking evil? Quit all that fucking yapping, nigga. I am God, and you can suck my divine dick 6 feet under. So Light got to work quick. He wrote bro's name down in a heartbeat, and after he finished, he was like, "Yeah, that's right. I'll show the world what happens if you defy me."
Later, you get it back.
Seconds later, and Linda L. Taylor has a heart attack, croaks over, and dies. And here goes
Live
he got
TV.
it in the bag. What's wrong? Huh? Get the fuck up, huh? Pussy, you was talking to that shit!
What's good, fuck, nigga?
Huh?
Kira, I can't believe it. You was one dumbass nigga. You really think I'd get my introverted ass on TV and f***ing press you like this?
Yes,
You
boy.
a stupid ass nigga, and now I know all your shit. The dude you just killed, yeah, he was due for execution today anyway, so he could go f*** off. Also, this is not a worldwide broadcast. We only broadcasting this in the Kanto region of Japan. So guess what, motherfucker? I know exactly where you at. So come on, motherfucker. Go on ahead and try
If
to
L really talked like that during the series, oh man. And Ryu sitting there going, "Oh, this just got interesting."
What is it that you need a name and a face?
Fuck. He got your ass.
Could be Milo.
Oh, my mama, I'm coming for your bitch ass, and I'm gonna put your nigga ass in a slammer.
So after this man L played Light like a fool and pressed the living hell out of him,
Played him like a
investigation
fiddle and
occurred
cut
with
his
a full effect.
strings.
So this is where we move on to our next set of evidence and next set of victims. And our first key victim is Ray Pinberg. Now, Ray Pinberg was a FBI agent. Yeah, this case got so big that this man L ended up getting help from the FBI to confirm this case.
That's an awesome
how
picture.
horrendous this shit got. Because Light was murdering like 23 niggas a day at this point. He was dropping at least one body an hour and just toying with L the whole time. So L suspected that whoever Kira was had to have ties to the police.
Yeah,
Because
he
how
was-
the
he
hell
was
would this
cutting
person
loose.
be getting all this information on these criminals? And what do you know? Light's dad is the police chief. So L basically made every single person that had ties to the police be kept under surveillance by the FBI. And Ray Pinberg's job was to survey Light. And obviously Light didn't need this type of heat. So Light decided, I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to put this man in a
Peeping in the-
coffin.
sitting
So
in the
Light
cut
came
peeping.
up with this devious ass plan. And that was the bus jacking incident. So for this, Light needed a guinea pig. So he found another
Oh,
local
Blockbuster
crackhead
commercial.
on the most wanted list, Kichiro Otsuruda. I'm not gonna lie, I just butchered that man's name. So the second part of his plan,
Hey,
he needed a shorty.
tried.
So this man dialed up
Was
one
that
of the
Leisure
shorties
Suit
on
Larry?
his roster and called her and said, "Hello."
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit. I'm horny as fuck, man. I'm a freak, man. Like, for real.
You's a freaky ass nigga.
So the next day, Light ends up meeting the girl to go on their date to Disneyland. And of course, Ray Pinberg is right behind them,
Hiding out in
following
the
them,
cut.
all according to Light's plan. So they end up getting on the bus, and Ray Pinberg sits right behind them. So about a good 15 minutes later, they stop at the next bus stop, and the local crackhead gets on
Number
the bus.
two.
And this man wasted no time. He cocked back the gun and said, "Hey, everybody, sit the fuck down and do your best Rosa Parks impersonation. I'ma blow this nigga."
Damn.
Sir, please. I ain't playing with you, nigga. So this man called up Disneyland and said, "Bring out all the cash you made today, and make sure the nigga that's bringing out got on a Minnie Mouse costume."
Sir, we're able to comply with your demands, but why the Minnie Mouse costume?
So I could get my nut off, nigga. The fuck else you expect?
stupid as hell. Oh,
Back. So while this lunatic is high out of his
Oh,
mind and
Lord.
wild, this man Ray Pimber leans over and says, "All right, y'all, like he said, stay calm and do your best Rosa Parks impersonation. My name is Ray Pimber, FBI." So when this man Light looked at this man's ID, bro just smirked and thought in his head,
gotcha, nigga.
"Stupid ass nigga, all according to plan." So Light digs in his pocket and drops a piece of paper on the floor. So the crackhead's like, "The fuck you moving for, you little shit? You want me to blow your brains out, nigga?" But Light meant to drop that.
Speaking of Willem Dafoe.
Because that was a piece of the Death Note. So old boy turns around
And sees Ryuk.
because he ends up seeing Ryuk behind him. So bro just starts emptying the mag, trying to shoot this man Ryuk, but obviously it ain't working. So bro ran up to the bus driver and said, "Oh Lord, get me off this bus." So the bus driver stops. Bro runs out.
Slammed
into the
on them
street,
brakes.
and Cartoon comes flying down the street.
Did he say Carcoon?
Like the Nickelodeon logo. And of course, Light is sitting on this bus with
Why is it a Nickelodeon
looks
logo?
at his watch and said 11:45 on the dot, right on schedule. Light staged this entire bus jacking. Because using the Death Note, he made this man board the bus, attempt to hijack it, then jump out and get hit by a car due to accidental death. And then at the end of this, Ray Pimber thinks nothing suspicious of this man.
Wait.
He thought,
I might have missed that before. So he actually wrote in the Death Note telling that guy to get on the bus, try to jack it, and caused all that. So he controlled him to get on the bus. Damn. Death Note was the original Chat GPT.
I mean, he couldn't be Kira, because he would have just offed him when he got on the bus. So now this man does not suspect Light, and Light has his name. So after Light boomed the second local crackhead, it was time to move into phase 3 of his plan. So about a week later, at a subway station, he ends up seeing Ray Pimber walking. So Light puts on his hood looking like he about to hit a lick. So he gets behind him and says,
Hit a lick.
"Ray Pimber, don't move a fucking muscle, or I'll drop your ass right here." So Light tells this man that he's Kira, and to prove it, he said, "Look over there. You see that nigga with them glasses on? I'ma drop that nigga right now." And bro right here starts having a heart attack and dies.
The way he was sweeping like he didn't give a damn.
And then Light told him, "Don't worry, you shouldn't feel bad for him. He was a registered sex offender and a PDF file. Caught him talking to 3 little boys the other day." So Light gives him an earpiece and tells him to board a train. So later on when he boards the train, Light tells him to open the envelope. And he sees all these papers. So Light says in his ear, "I want you to write your boss's name in every single FBI agent that came here in Japan. Do what? I'ma drop your ass and your bitch right the fuck now." So Ray Pimber writes down all the names. So after this, Light told him wait 30 minutes and then get off the train. So 30 minutes pass. Ray Pimber gets off the train and it happens. And right before the lights went out, this man looked up and saw who Kira was the whole time and thought before he died, "You've got to be fucking kidding me."
That's exactly the last thing probably goes through my mind.
Anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to
Damn
code.
ads.
This is
So after
Sorry,
the
guys.
lights went out for Ray
Can't
Pimber,
afford premium
so
anymore.
did the rest of the FBI's. Because the sheet that Ray Pimber wrote those names on were Death Note sheets. So the other 11 agents that were in Japan and his boss shortly died right after Ray. And just like that, Light Yagami did the unthinkable. This man bitched the FBI. Because the director of the FBI calls L and tells him,
Mr. L, I'm sorry, but
"America's gonna have to pull out of this one. This shit's getting out of hand." Now it seems that Light is ready to make his victory lap, but there was one problem. There was a loose end, and that loose end was Ray Pimber's fiance,
Oh, his fiance.
a former FBI agent. So she did some snooping around and quickly figured out whoever Kira was had to be on that bus. Also, she ended up figuring out that he can kill in other ways besides a heart attack. So a couple days later, she goes to the police station because she's basically figured out this entire thing. All she needs to know was who was on the bus. So when she goes to the police station and asks to speak to Light's dad, who is over the case, just
so
coincidence,
by
Light
dumb
walks
luck,
up
this
and
nigga
overhears
pulls
her
up.
talking about it. So Light was like, "Who the hell is this bitch?" So he walks up to her and tells her, "Hi, excuse me, ma'am. My name's Light. Pleasure to meet you. You see, my dad is the chief of the police force, so I can help you out real quick. You know what I'm saying?" So they end up walking outside and they start chatting it up. So the first thing Light asks is, Miss Beautiful Miss, can I have your name? So she says, my name's Shoko Maki. So Light already has the name. So now his plan was to just talk her up, figure out what she knows.
Oh, Lord.
If she knew too much, he was going off.
Equalizer.
So they kept on talking, and she just kept on yapping. But everything she said was right. And the real stinger was, she said that, so my fiance said that he showed somebody his ID, and he wasn't supposed to. So whoever he showed his ID to, that's most definitely Kira. So Light was like, shit! She knows way too much. She got to go.
He said she got to go. What's with the Five Nights at Freddy camera?
Ass nigga. So bro starts asking her questions, but in reality, he's writing down her name. So Light thinks he's got her. But a couple of more seconds pass, and she's still alive.
She's still speaking in Japanese.
Because Ryuk's ass was laughing at him the whole time that she used the alias. So that was not her real name. So Light is starting to panic. It is do or die right now. Because if she gets back to the police station,
and they drew her without no kind of booty.
This last trick out of his ass and told her, well, you see, ma'am, it's gonna be actually impossible for you to go back to the police station because they're very busy right now. But it's okay though, because I'm on the Kira task force. Oh my gosh, really? Yeah, I have connections to L too. So this Pinocchio, long-nosed, lion-ass nigga,
a white guy dragged Usopp into it
and told her, you know what, man, you are really smart. You should join the task force with us. All you gotta do is show me your ID so I can check your credentials. So obviously, she jumped at the idea.
Who
she
wouldn't?
Wants to bring her fiance's killer to justice. So she whips out her ID and it's over. Light saw her real name, wrote it down, and made the Cosby of unaliving herself. So right before tragedy was about to strike, she asked this man, why do you keep on looking at your watch? Oh, because I'm Kira. Duh, stupid bitch. And it was over. She ended up walking away and she's going to unalive herself in GTA.
And the thing is that they never, from what I remember, they never explained how she killed herself or how she died. She just walked off.
While she's walking away, this sick nigga is just talking and saying, oh, ma'am, what's wrong? You still need to use my phone, right? I thought we were gonna catch Kira. And what makes this even more tragic, they never found her body. We don't know what the hell happened to her. All we know is that she unalived herself. And with that, the bus jacking incident comes to a close.
Yeah, that really messed me up that he got away with that, but it was messed up. They never explained what happened to her, how she died.
Alrighty, chop, move it on. We got more people dying. Flip the board for our next set of evidence.
Flip the board.
Obviously, we know Light's biggest opposition is L, one of the smartest characters in fiction. This nigga's animation Holmes. And this man was on Light's ass 24/7. Cause he always had a hunch that Light
first time I saw L, I was like, this nigga looks suited out of his damn mind.
And I think there's a 5% chance that you're Kira.
What?
I'm not sure all the way, but there's like a 5% chance, bruh. He had this man join the Kira task force to keep an eye on him more. He even had cameras set up in his room watching him 24/7. So you know damn well that he was watching him yanking his shit.
Oh my Lord.
And don't be acting like I'm reaching. You think Light was cracking Misa? Fuck no, he hated this bitch. Speaking of that, let me go ahead and introduce the accomplice. The second Kira, Misa. Absolute brain dead. This girl suffers from brain dead.
She was an absolute airhead
with this nigga. And the reason why is because her parents were murdered.
Oh, looks like he had to cut some audio.
And how she got a death note is even crazier. One night she was walking home and she got approached by some crazy ass stalker nigga and he was ready to kill her. So a Shinigami named Jealous that was weirdly in love with her decided to save her life and kill the stalker at the cost of his life. So Rim decided, I might as well give her the death note. He would have wanted it this way. And tada, Miss Brainrot became the second Kira. So Light decided to use her because she had the Shinigami eyes and she could see any person's name just by looking at them. But at the cost of halving your lifespan though. But Light knew he needed her to ability, his bag,
but nah,
so
man, life too short as is. You can't take care of her life.
So he made her pose as his girlfriend. So time passes, and one day, L ends up capturing Misa, suspecting her of being the second Kira, because they raided her apartment and just found a bunch of shit. So she got put in confinement. So
had her looking like Scarlet Witch from Civil War at the end.
So to make sure Misa did not confess, he had Rim make her relinquish ownership of the Death Note, so it would wipe all of her memories of it. Then had Rim and Ryuk swap notebooks. And in the notebook, he wrote down 2 BS rules that basically said, if the person that is using the notebook hasn't wrote down a name in 13 days, they die. And if you destroy the notebook, all the humans that have used it will die. So he told Rim, go give this notebook to a greedy, power-hungry bastard and let them become Kira, while I give myself up to L, relinquish ownership of the Death Note, and go into solitary confinement for a total of 50 days. And that's what Light did, because on day 7 of his confinement, Light gave up his ownership of the Death Note and lost all of his memories of it to take all suspicion off of him. And on day 15, the murder started back up again.
Sitting in there looking like L.
These people was Mr. Kiyosuke Higuchi of the Yotsuba group. So him and this group decided to kill other businessmen to further the growth of their company. These niggas was Disney just building a bigger monopoly, but their downfall was they had some rats.
He said it,
was these
not
two
me.
right here, because they basically sold out and was talking to L the whole time. So over time, after Light and Misa was released from confinement, and L and Light, the 2 smartest niggas on the earth working on the case simultaneously, ended up figuring out that it was Higuchi. So one night they ended up baiting him out with a fake broadcast saying that they're about to reveal who Kira is. So later on, while this man is speeding down the road, he ends up getting stopped by a cop. So the cop do his thing. He like, license and registration, please. So Higuchi's like, all right. But this man was not reaching for the license. He was reaching for the Death Note. And he made the Shinigami ideal so he could see the officer's name. So he wrote bro's name down, then just hit the
Sorry, guys.
and took off.
Hit
so
the dash.
Starts a whole high-speed chase running from this cop. And about 5 seconds later, the cop ends up having a heart attack and crashes into the back of a truck.
Damn.
Another victim by truck coon. Damn, this nigga's on a tear. So that man L said, all units, arrest this nigga. And I kid you not, this shit went from Death Note to Tokyo Drift. So this man had the whole task force chasing him. L Light and
He's not lying.
Chopper, and they was
He's not lying at all.
Said, this shit ends tonight. So while this man Higuchi is speeding on the road, this man runs into a police blockade. So he ends up getting cornered and he is trapped. So he tries to drive the other way, but FaZe Watery is up here on the
helicopter. So you better do some GTA stuff.
On my watch, fuck boy. And shoots his tire out. Makes
that's some straight GTA. Oh, damn.
And it was over for Higuchi. They surrounded that man. So they cuff him, pin him down, and they start interrogating him. Now here's where this master manipulator plan comes full circle. So while they're interrogating him, Higuchi tells him that there is a notebook that allows him to do all of his killings. So Light Dad goes in and searches the car, and he finds the Death Note. So when he touches it and starts looking through it, he ends up seeing Rim and freaks the f out. So then the other detective comes over, and he says, Chief, are you all right? The fuck you screaming for? Oh, shit! So that man
that is
says,
just
bring
crazy.
the notebook over to the helicopter. So L gets the notebook and just starts staring into nothingness, just going into a deep thought. But he ended up realizing there has to be more than one notebook because there were 2 Kiras. And while that was happening, Light was like, let me see it. And Light grabbed the notebook and started tweaking. Bro looked like he entered the avatar state. Every single memory came back.
Everything poured back
so
into
was
his
like,
brain.
Bro, are you good? And Light was like, oh yeah, I'm perfectly fine.
That SSD card went from
face,
empty to
This
full
nigga
in
just
no
thinking,
time.
Yes, I've won. All according to plan. So this man pulls out a piece of paper that he had in his watch, plucks himself and makes him bleed, and writes down Higuchi's name with his blood. And 40 seconds later, while they're taking him back to the car to arrest him, Higuchi has a heart attack, falls to his knees, and dies. And look at this man's face, bro. It is all over. It was just about to get worse from here. So they get back to headquarters and they start looking over the death note and they find those fake bogus rules that Light made. And that fake 13 days rule basically cleared him and Misa's name. So they were off the hook. So this is when Light's mass manipulation went overboard. He made Misa go find the other death note, gain all of her memories back, then left a note saying, yeah, you remember that guy L? Find his real name and kill him. So she makes the Shinigami.
Oh yeah, she loved Ryuk.
Cutting her
Ryuk were good
lifespan in
friends.
half again. And he makes her start killing people again. And this is where Rim ended up realizing what Light's full plan was. And that was to get suspicion back on Misa so that Rim would have to intervene and kill L to protect Misa because Rim deeply cared about Misa. So it was pretty much wraps from here. The power goes out and she done already killed Watari. This old man fighting for his life. So he ends up deleting all the data and then a few seconds later, it happens. L has a heart attack, falls over, and before he dies, the last thing that he sees is this evil, dick-headed ass smirk just to rub it in at the last second, and the lights went out.
I kid y'all not. When I saw this on Adult Swim way back in the day, I saw red. I was so pissed because the day before they aired the episode where L died, they had like a preview. It was like a preview clip, and they had L saying goodbye, and that was it. And I was like, oh hell no! And sure enough, that next episode, the next day, they took him out. Oh my god, I was so pissed. The only other show that has pissed me off like that to the point where I stopped watching when a main character that I really loved was killed was Walking Dead. When Negan killed Glenn at the beginning of season 7. And the crazy thing is I knew he was going to die because I had read the comics. And he died the same exact way. So I knew it was going to happen. I still hated it. And I never went back to The Walking Dead after that episode. I really did not. The only time I caught a few episodes was when my mom was watching it because she went back and wanted to rewatch the entire series. And I'd have to go into her room or I'd go into the living room and I'd catch her watching it and I was just like, But yeah, this pissed me off to no end. Oh, it pissed me off.
L was dead.
I was like, this nigga.
Now here comes the attitude swap up. Look at this fucker. He's like, oh no, it was the Shinigami guys. You know, y'all, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I really do hate this nigga.
I do too.
To admit, game is game. This man is the best mass manipulator right beside this bastard. So then later he ends up finding Rim's pile of ashes because she died because she was saving Misa, and Light just casually takes his death note back. So after this, Light was about to go on another mass
I love how Ryuk was sitting
requiem.
there.
This man stands at the top of the building, pulls out his pen, and just started going on a rampage. These two people that were on the task force, that were basically convicts, yeah, it was raps for them. Bootleg Nina Williams. She's out here riding her motorcycle. She has a heart attack, crashes the motorcycle, and dies. And this next one was tragic. This dude right here, Iber, his wife and kid
walked in and he was dead in his
like,
home.
Daddy! Just to see his dad's corpse fall on the ground. Oh man, and y'all remember the Yotsuba group? They thought they were Scott.
Oh yeah, clean house.
That we didn't, man. This is a new start for Yotsuba. Yeah, man, our stock is about to roar. Just for this man to fall over, cough up blood, and old boy right here knew he was cooked. He has a heart attack, and every single member of the Yotsuba group died. But Light didn't stop there. Now, I have a theory, because they didn't confirm this, but I honest to God think that this is true. While he's on this killing montage, it shows all the past news reporters that have reported on this man. Now, you see this woman right here. Peep this. On this board where it shows a bunch of criminals being wiped out, she is on the bottom right, and her picture goes out. So that tells me this nigga killed all of the news news reporters that said some shit.
Oh shoot! I didn't record on to that.
Actually fucking sick. Nigga said, fuck bad press. Y'all can suck my dick, TMZ. And after this, it just got worse. Over the next 5 years,
Crazy,
Light's
son.
killings increased tenfold because there was nobody that could stop him. So this is a time where this man had to have dropped off.
When I finally came back to the series, I was just like,
Nigga,
he was just on a killing
blamed him as
rampage.
law, judge, jury, and executioner, because they couldn't do nothing. Look at George Bush old ass. You know he ain't do shit. But I can't blame the old nigga because Light's reign of terror just got worse and worse and worse.
Wale!
I mean, the nigga can control Truck Coon on command. And the most chilling thing this man ever did was go to L's grave and just start derangingly laughing his
Why they gotta add the Joker laugh?
He has his ass up. He's twerking at his grave and spitting on his shit. I mean, look at that thing. That shit is moving. This nigga Light said, eat my testicles, nigga. And with Light's victory, we now move into our final set of evidence.
Dude, come on, YouTube.
You're not ready for.
Now, at this point in time, Light has taken the mantle of L. Yes, Light just didn't kill L. He took his whole flow, his whole name. And L's successors, Near and Mello, are now on his ass. So Mello and the Mafia decided to kidnap the director of the MPA so they could trade him for the Death Note. So guess what Light did? Ding, 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 you probably guessed it. Light kills the director of the MPA, so the Mafia will lose their leverage. But guess what? That's just the start of this last little list that I have. So you want to hear some more terrible shit? I got you.
Still can't get over that.
Light killed the director of the MPA. Mello and the Mafia decided, let's kidnap this man's sister so they could get more leverage. So after this whole trade went down and they got back his sister, she was so traumatized by this experience.
Messed her
mind
all
was
up.
broken. She was so fucked up she couldn't even talk. Had her in a wheelchair and everything at Arkham Asylum. And his sister
Why
was
Arkham?
sadly a victim of his actions. But guess who also was a victim of his actions?
Tupac?
His daddy.
Yeah, man,
This
I
man
forgot
used
about
his
that.
dad as a pawn. So to get back that Death Note, Light decided to relinquish his. It made Misa send a message that said Kira will be relinquishing
And she was
his
just
Death Note
so
to somebody in the task
infatuated
force.
with
And
this
guess
fool,
who
she
took
was willing to do
ownership of
anything.
that Death Note and made the Shinigami ideal? His daddy. So later on, they end up raiding Mello's hideout. And at the end of the raid, Light tells his dad to confront Mello. So while Light's dad is confronting Mello, Light's dad was hesitant about writing his name down and killing him. So one of the dudes that was left alive shoots his dad in the back, and Mello blows up his hideout. So after this, they are in the hospital.
Yeah, this
and
part
Light's
right
dad is
here.
about to die. So you know what this sick, pathetic bastard does? He says, Dad, please, before you go, you've got to write his name down.
Is this nigga serious?
Exactly.
Oh, motherfucker, help me out here, damn it. Do something useful for your son before you fucking die.
Oh my God. Get him the fuck out of here. Get him the, please. Black, get him the fuck out of here.
Like, I can't begin to tell you how pathetic this shit was. Yo dad is about to die because of your actions, by the way, and you begging this nigga to get somebody's name for your personal gain. Sick bastard. And this wasn't even the worst part. Since his dad had the Shinigami eyes, he looked at Light and said, "Oh, sonny boy, I'm glad to see that
Oh,
you're not
sonny
here,
boy.
because I could see your lifespan. I could die at peace." This man's dad died not knowing that his
son was
killed
a piece
because
of
he
shit.
relinquished that Death Note. Because the thing was that if you were a user of the Death Note, a person with Shinigami eyes could not see your lifespan. So his dad died living a lie. Sickening shit. And his blood is on Light's hands. So this man joins Doflamingo in the Patricide Club. Now
Damn.
we have come down to our
That's
last
saying something.
major victim. And this one was just peak manipulation. So while Kira's influence was growing stronger,
I mean, this nigga was the living version of the Purge.
he needed the right people to spread his message. So the ex-Kira, Teru Mikami, who was basically Light's right-hand man that he personally chose after making Misa relinquish her Death Note again and losing all of her memories, decided we need a change of management. So this fat nigga, Demigawa, who is the leader of Kira's kingdom and is the spokesperson for this cult, decided to stream their Sunday service on TV.
Tell me how you feel now. Yes, Lord.
So Mikami said, fuck these niggas. So he deleted every single one of these lunatics on live TV.
Delete.
Then he said,
delete. If you know that,
he said,
chisel it down.
The doors of the church are open, but not for you. So after Mikami disbanded the Church of Kira, he chose a loyal supporter of Kira to be the next spokesperson. And that was Kiyomi Takeda, Light's ex-girlfriend back in college. So you see where this is going to go, right?
Light and his
so Light
baddies.
convinced the task force that we should use Shorty to get some more leverage on Kira and find out who that is. But obviously, Light had ulterior motives with her. So one night, he meets up with her. So here go this manipulation rig. How you doing, Shorty? You looking as fine as ever.
Oh my lord.
And he just had her in the palm of his hand. So he basically told her, look, Shorty, I'm Kira, and I see that my dog has chosen you as my spokesperson. So I'ma make you the goddess of the new world. And she was so ecstatic. She was
almost like an animated version of Ada Wong.
Yeah, y'all could probably guess what happened after this. Now they don't show it, but let's be real. Light laid the pipe on her ass.
Hercules.
So after Light got done getting his freak on and getting Takeda to work with him, he had Shorty basically being another Kira. So he made Mikami make a fake notebook and sent the actual names to Takeda, bringing her in and making her do some damn killing. And she was just dignitized. She had that Jeffrey Dahmer syndrome when Shorty's was just dignitized over that nigga for some odd reason. But time for shit to get crazy. So one day, Takeda ends up getting ran up on and kidnapped by Mello. So a couple hours passed and Mello started trying to interrogate her. Bro pulled out the gun and said, all right, chop. Take off them clothes and start shaking them booty cheeks. I'ma blow your fucking brains out, bitch. So while she starts stripping, she ends up taking a piece of the Death Note out that she had in her bra. So while Mello's transporting her in the back of this truck, she ends up calling Light and she on the phone saying,
Oh my God, baby, please help me. This weird nigga came, put me in the back of a truck, and told me to shake my booty cheeks.
So Light said, baby, calm down. Now, did you do what I told you
the
to do?
voice.
Have you ever gotten a situation
oh my
like
God.
this? Yeah. And that is what she did because she wrote Mello's name down and killed that nigga. But Light, being a sick and twisted bastard, decided, nah, I'ma get as much out of you as I can until your gas tank is empty, bitch. So Light told her on the phone,
the time has come.
Execute Order 66.
So he made her call up Mikami and made her tell him, send me as many criminals as you can so I can go on a killing spree. So while she was doing that, Light was just sitting in the car on the way to go pick her up. And in his head, he just said, man, you know what? You should have never went to that frat party without me, bitch. And it was all over for Shorty. Light made her unalive herself by burning herself alive and setting everything on fire to get rid of every single piece of evidence. And just like that, that was Light Yagami's final victim. Because the next day on January 28th, this nigga got... Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, with the final confrontation with Nier, Light got cooked. This nigga went out so sad, bro. Nier read this.
It was a very anticlimactic final
seeing this nigga lose his mind because Mikami utterly failed. So Light tried to pull a fast one, but Matsuda just dumped bullets in his ass. So for Light to escape, Mikami just unalived himself. Nigga committed seppuku and Light just ran away. But they didn't even bother chasing him. He was done. So Ryuk, watching over the whole thing, was just like, well, I'll give it to you, Light. You was one entertaining motherfucker. But I need my notebook back. And on January 28th, 2010, anime's most deadliest serial killer.
When I saw that nigga roll over dead,
man, how everything comes
I was
full
happy as
circle,
hell.
doesn't it, buddy?
That's
All right,
sad.
everybody, it's time for our final tally. Now, obviously, keeping kill count in this is literally impossible because there were mad off-screen deaths. And he just wasn't killing criminals, he was killing innocent
people too.
And also people with just petty crimes. He probably killed your ass if you got a speeding ticket. Because this motherfucker was just evil. I mean, you know how many families he probably tore apart doing this shit? A lot! Shit, one like equals one prayer for these families, man. But here's what we'll do. If one of y'all can get an actual reasonable number and people actually agree with you, I'll pin the comment and we'll make that our number. But you know what that number gonna be right now? Drum roll, please.
A lot.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I ain't lying. Anyways, man, case closed. And that is another installment of Anime's Deadliest Serial Killers. So, hope y'all enjoyed and get ready, baby. Because our next trial is going to be the
I need to check that out. Because I saw when I was
giving you a warning right now. So, until then, I'm out this time.
I saw when I went to his video page and I was like, oh, I need to check those out. I also saw someone else. And I want to check that out too. But my God, like I said, when he killed L, I mean, I just snapped. I sat up that night, I was cussing up a storm for a while. I am not kidding. And I just stopped watching the series after that because I was just like, no, man. I was like, no, this useless bastard, no. Oh man. But then when he got his justice, I wanted him to go out in a horrible manner. I'm serious. I wanted him to die in a way that was just, it was worthy of a true villain death. But man, nigga got shot and Ryuk said, well, you was fun and gave him a heart attack. Nah, man. No. Let him get run over and dragged by a truck coon or dropped into a meat processing grinder or something like that. I wanted this boy to pay. But it is what it is. Like CJ said, it is what it is. Now, I do know that he did make an appearance in the afterlife on another anime. I forgot the name of that show. But it's a bunch of bartenders. They kind of like serve those who are heading into the afterlife. It's kind of like almost like purgatory. I can't think of the name of the show, the anime right now. But he did make a brief appearance in one of those episodes that I'm aware of. And guys, in the comment section, if you know which show I'm talking about, please drop it in the comment section, okay? Oh, God. And it's on the tip of my tongue. I hate that. But if you guys know in the comment section, let me know. And, man, what did y'all think of this series? I mean, because the series freaking awesome. But Light's ass, oh my God. That boy, I hated that fool. Hated him. And I mean, the way he just got, it just seemed like he was never going to get caught. He was just constantly killing folks. Okay, and like I said, I came back later and came caught up, and he was just still 5 years, y'all. 5 years he was still killing folks. I'm like I said, this nigga was a walking version of the Purge, 24/7. But he got it. Like I said, his death was rather anticlimactic to me. But the fact that he got his just desserts works well enough for me. Anyway, guys, you all tell me what y'all thought of this in the comment section. I mean, how many of y'all watched the series? What did y'all? I mean, what was y'all's idea of how he should have died? What do you think would have been a proper death? Now, I apologize, Bailey Barkin. She must got to go out. What do you think would have been a proper death for this bastard? Let me know in the comment section, okay? Until the next video, as always, guys, if you like my reaction, please hit that like button, subscribe, share the video. If you're already subscribed, hit that notification bell so you'll know where the next videos go up. And I'm going to leave the link for CJ the Champ YouTube channel in the description. Go show him some love. Brother does a lot of good work on these videos. Show him some love. Okay? Tell him the wolf sent you. And to show him some love. Okay? And until then, you all have a blessed evening. As always, much love. Stay blessed. And I'll catch you in the next video.